Hello there, and welcome back to the Joe H.R.G. podcast, where I talk about whatever I want because I always want to. And yeah, so today I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. But first things first, a friend was talking to me about Stoicism and how he's reading up on Stoicism, and I was like, it's kind of cool, but kind of the point of Stoicism is disregarding feelings, and I mean, for intellectual purposes, I guess. But honestly, that's both good and bad. I think it's a balance, where you have to have both the intellect and the feeling. That's sort of the flaws I have with it, or sort of big deal I have with it, is it's like a complete ignorance of emotion in some ways for higher thought, but you gotta have some emotion. You can't be a robot. Although there are some people who would like to be, who live like that, but I'd rather it's not something people really want to live like.
Okay. Keep stopping on me, and then restarting. That's really weird. Anyway, it just got a lot louder. Um, yeah, it's not something you want to live by, and living like a robot is not a good idea, even though I think I might be one, in a sense that I do what I'm, quote, programmed, told, whatever to do. I don't, uh, I'm good with that. Whatever. I can't speak right now. We're gonna name this episode "Tired of Doing This," and it's going to be because I'm just tired today, honestly, because of work. I've become more tired, although I'm almost done with it because school starts soon for me, and that'll be a joy where I will go to senior year and then be stuck in college and then real life and having no clue what to do with my life and then falling on my face and I don't know. I'm not very hopeful for my future. In some places, I'm very kind of scared, cautious, maybe. I'll probably be giving up guitar then at that point, or I'll have to give up playing music or the band or anything because we formed kind of late, and because of that, we have like a year to do everything, and then we pack up and go our separate ways. Probably, I'll probably restart it somewhere else. Because I just always like to do that. Um, what else? Uh, I'm trying to drag this out to like a 15-minute thing again. Um, so yeah, there's that, and then. But yeah, back to the stoicism thing. Don't want to live like a robot. You don't want to disregard feelings. That's not to say completely like go into feelings and like feel everything way too deep and over exaggerate it. Like don't be like I don't know, overly happy when you're happy or overly sad when you're sad. You gotta like have a balance of intellect to emotion. There's a balance there. Um, Still trying to find it, but
My thing is definitely
maybe I will.
emotion. That's my problem.
Um, what else? Uh, here's a question. What should we teach kids? What should we teach the future generations? Should we teach them of uh danger coming to them? Danger. I don't know, with some random danger or whatever, or should we should we saddle them with the harshness of reality super quick, or should we kind of like coddle them for a bit and then kind of give them some harshness? Um, that's a good question. Like, what should we teach your children? What do people think they should teach kids? And will their kids be prepared for life in the future generations to come? It's something I wonder. I'm still a kid and I wonder that. Although I don't 100% believe I will have kids. Um, I'm sort of a loner and I'm afraid of. Let's not talk about that. That's trust issue stuff and psychology and you. My podcast is not my therapy session. So, um, next thing on the agenda to talk about agendas. Um, they're stupid. Don't push them. Don't really deal with that. Okay, moving on. Who cares? Not me. I care about certain things, but not a lot. Um, cancel culture exists. Um, I can't say anything anymore without being told I'm being racist. Um, I don't know if I actually am or am not ever. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I say something racist. I don't know, or sexist or whatever. I don't know. I can't tell. You guys can call me out on it, but I don't. I don't think I do. Um, but yeah, that's the thing. I do like to blame people for that culture. It's sort of funny to notice it, but the reason it's kind of used a lot is because, well, to be honest, it's used because people have too much time on their hands. Because if we had, if we're all busy and normal, no one's gonna take the time to like cancel someone because they said one word that was maybe considered a slur in some places and not even in others, and this, that, the other, and being PC or whatever. I don't know. I'm spewing out information that's not really helpful because, to be honest, to stay on either side of it is to be politically charged with an agenda. And I'm not about that. I'm not charged to go against or with it. I'm neither right nor left. I simply am for money. That's about as far as that goes. I play the long game, and the long game is myself. I don't have time to worry about political interest in that. I have to worry about how my future is gonna be, what I'm gonna make, what I'm gonna do, where I see myself in 5 years or something like that. So I don't really have time to care about that. Um, some movies have come out recently. I'm out of the I'm out of that loop. Um, something I'll say though is when people say you should watch this show, it's so good, and then you watch it and you're really you don't like it, and you still talk to the people like they're like, oh, this show is great, this is great, and it's like, but you don't like it. Everyone else likes it, but you don't. It's sort of like that thing. Um, I have a guy who was like, "You should watch Invincible because it's a great show." I was like, "Yeah, sure, but am I going to watch it? No." Or someone who said, "You should watch Rick and Morty. It's the greatest show ever. You have to have an high IQ to watch it." And I was like, "Nah, uh, I, I just makes you feel like terrible, honestly. It gives me the vibes of feeling like complete crap and degraded, and that's just like a feeling that it leaves you with. There's nothing like actually. I don't know if there's anything really smart about it. I think it's kind of dumb in some ways because like generally they explain their bits before they say it, or like the bit is something you can understand. You don't need a high IQ to do it. It takes like 5 seconds of common sense to know, and that's it. That's it. It's easy, and it's just dumb. I'm done with that. I don't like when people uh, are like, you should try this, and so I do, and I end up not liking it because generally it's just a huge waste of time and a disappointment, and I'll like go into it and I'll feel that. Um, yeah, that's not really worth my time. Either this isn't worth your time, so we're gonna end it soon or later. I'm pretty much just rambling and ranting. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's the gist of that little thing. Look out for Bloodroot stuff. It's gonna come out soon, hopefully. We're hoping to get someone to be our distributor for Spotify. If anyone can help us with that, contact bloodroot@gmail.com, or yeah, I think it's bloodroot@gmail.com, or it's bloodroot21@gmail.com. Give me 1 second. I will literally figure that out and come right back. It'll feel like nothing happened because I will pause the recording.
Okay, so the thing is bloodrootband@gmail.com. So if you know someone who could be your like distributor, that would be great. And so that would help us because we need to distribute this so we can do our thing. So yeah, that's that. I don't know what else to say except yeah, that's about as far as that goes. Look out for that. Maybe I'll try to get this on Spotify too. For podcasts even. Oh, I've had some people talk about that too. They've been asking me if my podcast was on Spotify or YouTube, and they're like, "Oh, it's not a real thing because it's on YouTube." And I like to say to that, literally most of the podcasts before Spotify had a podcast thing was on YouTube. Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon. I'm pretty sure they still post on there too. So don't even. But I will try to get that maybe on Spotify. Who knows? I still need a distributor for music and a distributor for that. I'll probably go to an online distributor for the podcast, and then I want to get someone who's an actual distributor for the music. Cool. Shoot. I may have paused something. Okay. Anyway, what else? Yeah, that's I think that's as far as the podcast will go. Oh, couple more things, I guess. There might not be a podcast next week, and that's okay. It's because I'll probably be tired and still working. And then also school's gonna start soon for me, so my Friday thing will literally be this. So hopefully I'll keep doing every Friday after that. But there will be 1 week which is next week, where I won't have an episode. So just look out for that. And yeah, have fun. Stay safe. And good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. And yeah, that ends that.